Hey, y'all, gravity, any day above ground living. Good afternoon to everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. It is a beautiful day down here in Atlanta, as it usually is. And I hope everyone's staying warm. Okay, we got to talk. Now, shout out to Brother Torian Rain, who just got off his live stream, talking about who you see in the middle, old Remy, aka Michael Rappaport. We got to update with this, man. We got to cover it, but what you see him being bookmarked by, this is going to be part one of a part two of a two-part subject matter that I'm going to do and finish tomorrow when we talk about per capita, because for some reason white people and per capita when it comes to crime and black folks has them in a chokehold. I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. But we're gonna educate them. We're gonna educate them. But before we start, let's see who is in the building and make sure you share this out to your people via text message. Just click the link where it says share and send it to your people, because that'll get it to them faster, because I know a lot of your people now don't have social media. So let's see. Jesse Paris, hello. Sunkissed by the Most High, welcome to being a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Remember, folks, it's only 99 cents, and it'll help support the platform and help me buy toys for the baby, because she likes Legos and balloons and LOL surprise dolls, whatever the hell that thing is. But okay, sure. Females. Anyway, we move on. Denise Gales, hello. Chi Banana, hello. You seem new, but welcome. Be one to you. Val Williams, good afternoon. Peace and blessings to you. Kira Clark, good afternoon. And DSA1, good afternoon. Yes, we have updates, family. We're gonna start with old rapper. We're gonna start with Remy. Oh boy, Remy. Well, we actually have two updates. We actually have two. We're gonna start here. Oh, Remy.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
Remy retweeted something this morning, family, that I think you guys might be interested in. I think this is his veiled way of trying to get back in the good graces of black folks, but we'll see. I'm going to let y'all legislate it. Tabernacle. Kyrie Irving yesterday in an interview after a game had this on. Now, I'm surprised Dwight Fragility did not show up and give him shit for this. I'm shocked, but I'm sure it's coming by Monday. I'm sure Stephen A. Smith will say something. And by the way, I have a video coming up with him. Yeah, him, I tried, folks. He's officially on the list for the end of the year Sambo Lorian Awards. And I'll talk about that when we get to the end of the show. But let's hear what Kyrie said yesterday at this interview. Fair use.
You guys, sorry. After you guys, you guys had a 10-point lead, about 8.5 minutes left. What do you think the difference was down the stretch?
I mean, when you give up 43 points in the fourth quarter, it's going to be a tough one. We did a good job coming out of halftime with that energy and verve that we normally have. We're playing good defensive principles, and they were making timely shots. Few times in that fourth quarter, I was out of position, or other guys were out of position defensively, where we're giving up some corner threes to some of their shooters, and Giannis getting downhill, shooting, a few free throws tonight. There's some difference makers in that second half where we can clean up. Now we just got to get ready for Sacramento. Definitely lessons learned here.
I know the white fragility is going to use that last line. I already know it. So again, he wore this. You're asking yourself, why did I say Rappaport? Tabernacle. This is on his page. He retweeted this from the person who put up the video. See right here. Michael Rappaport reposted. This guy said, this is not even a little bit surprising. If Kyrie was Jewish, he would be a JVP member. Right. And of course, they think this is a stunt. You know, the white fragility. They think this is a stunt. This was the one, this was the comment that took me out because, of course, people just ignore what people say. They just make up their own narratives. And that's the world we live in. Shocking that someone who was suspended for anti-Semitic comments from the NBA would do this. I'm sorry. Maybe I missed it, family. I know I do politics and social commentary on this channel. And I know I did a video on Kyrie Irving during that whole fiasco. And I actually defended him on that. What did Kyrie Irving say that was anti-Semitic? I'm sorry. Because I thought the whole thing was that he posted a link. Maybe I missed it. Maybe he said something. Maybe I missed it. But, you know, Rappaport put that and retweeted that. Sure. Okay. We got you. Oh, we got you. We know how you work, sir. But I told Torian in his live stream that he did a remix. Remember when he said stand tall? Remember when he said stand tall? He said stand tall again. Let's hear what he said. Fair use.
Friends, my Jewish brothers and sisters, stand tall. Stand tall. Do not let this fear, this sadness.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the video, the one that I gave him. He changed it. Oh, you slick. I apologize, family. I thought this was a remix. He took down the original one and put Yiddish on the bottom. Okay. Never mind then. I'm sorry. He put this up he put this up 2 hours ago. It has the R word in it. Let's see what this one is. Fair use.
You rationalize these people. I was thinking today, in prison, what do they do with rapists? They f them in the ass. Rapists get the Wonder Bread bag and olive oil treatment. Rapists get stabbed up, beaten up, raped, abused, extorted in prison because they're the bottom of the bottom. Hamas ravages through kibbutz in Israel, raping, murdering, burning babies, and motherfuckers are trying to rationalize and understand them. The fuck is going on here? The fuck is going on here? Everybody's got an excuse and you want to try to understand rapists. There was just some guy got convicted of rape in prison, in jail. He raped a child, a 5-year-old. He's being executed. No one's going, what was he thinking? What happened to him? What happened to him? Did someone take his land? 75? Nobody's thinking that.
Did y'all catch that dog whistle at the end? I'm finna play it again. Did y'all catch that dog whistle at the end? I'm fixing to play it again.
Executed? No one's going, what was he thinking? What happened to him? What happened to him? Did someone take his land? 75? Nobody.
One more time. I want y'all to hear that. One more time.
He's being executed. No one's going, what was he thinking? What happened to him? What happened to him? Did someone take his land? 75? Nobody's thinking that. You rationalize these.
Did somebody take his land? 75? Nobody gives a. So remember in my video when I said. Remember what I said in my upload that this man doesn't like black people? And remember I showed that he didn't say anything about reparations? There you go. If you ever needed to hear how Michael Rappaport stands on reparations, we play it one more time. Let me go shut off this shrimp that I'm cooking. Give me 1 minute.
Executed. No one's going, what was he thinking? What happened to him? What happened to him? Did someone take his land? 75? Nobody's thinking that. You rationalize these people. I was thinking today, in prison, what do they do with rapists? They
Yeah, land, huh? Okay. But you want to run around here talk about some you stand with black folks. Sure. So send this to your people. By the way, the snowball video he made up. Ooh. Ooh. Who remembers this gem?
Just like dope, it's a slang word, and you know, this is my man, it's my homie, it's my homeboy, it's my dog, it's my nigga, pimp. What's up?
Yeah. Now he claims he said this in a documentary a few more times. Yeah, a guy that hangs around black culture and loves black people, got a black wife. You're cool with saying the N-word. Sure. All right, cool. We're off you now. We're off you. Let's get into the show, the real show. Now, white fragility, hilarious. Is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. They are so upset, family. They see us coming, and reparative justice is on the way, and they feel it, and they just can't cope. We'll begin with Ashley Babbitt. You're asking yourself, why are you bringing up Ashley Babbitt? I saw a post today where they're actually asking, they're bringing this back up again, family, Tabernacle. They're actually bringing up the fact that the black guy that deleted Ashley Babbitt needs to be arrested. Not arrested, arrested. I said what I said. Because if they had their druthers, they would have this man put in handcuffs and be able to be taken out. You see on your screen, family, one of many accounts. They bringing this back up. Never forget, and this is a lawyer that's saying this. Never forget, Ashley Babbitt was surrounded by violent anti-police, them folk on the left, members before she was executed. Lieutenant Michael Bird was promoted to captain for pulling the trigger. Jaden X, an open and notorious member of that group, sold her snuff film to the MSM for profit. I'll let y'all breathe on that for 5 seconds. Since the release now of these J6 tapes by the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, now all of a sudden, now they want to try to stoke it up. He needs to be arrested. So we back the blue when it's against black, but we saw how back the blue works when it's against the whites. Interesting how that worked, because it was funny, because we're going to bring him back up again. When old Tony Temple was deleted out in Arizona a year before George Floyd. Same manner, similar. We'll just say similar. We don't want to get him upset. Yes, we do. I ain't hear y'all say, hey, them cops need to get arrested. Arrested. I didn't hear none of this. Y'all acted like that case never existed. Interesting. We moved down. Now, this was the post that triggered it, and this is where I got the picture from. The J6 tapes show that Ashley Babbitt was no threat to anyone but Michael Bird, deleted her anyways. Time for him to answer for that. She wasn't a threat. She wasn't a threat, huh? Well, that looks like a threat to me. That looks like you went through a window. In the Capitol building. Looked like you went through a window. You breached a government building. Sounds like that's a threat. He took it upon himself, Mr. Bird, to neutralize the threat. Ain't that what y'all say? Got to neutralize the threat. Well, he did it. Yeah. The J6 tapes show that Ashley Babbitt was no threat to anyone but Michael Bird, the leader anyways. Time for him to answer for that. He did. They investigated him and he got promoted. Do you see us bragging about Lieutenant Michael Bird doing something great for black people? No. People came out with their opinions on it and we moved on. This was 2 years ago, family. Almost 3. And they're still upset. But then they get mad at us when we say George Floyd was done in by Chauvin. They tell us to get over it. He had fentanyl in his system. We should get over it. It's funny. They want to be the victims because they saw how victimhood is profitable. But that's fine. Look. They're not even original. They'll just copy and paste. Should Michael Bird have been charged with deleting Ashley Babbitt? Huh? With release of all J6 tapes yesterday. Huh? Another one. Look at this coon. This guy's funny. I gotta look out for this guy. This guy's funny. Look. 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 It was Trump who deleted her. It was Trump who deleted her. Oh boy. They never learn, family. Now they get to blaming Trump for Ashley Babbitt getting deleted. Like he pushed her to go through the window.
Fuck out of here.
It's always one. There's always one. I'm sure there's more, but we found one. And he wrote a whole essay. We're not reading this. He said this is such a polarizing issue. It's really not. Because see, let me explain something to you, Simon Ateba. Because we know you were not born here. Sir, we're going to introduce you to a term that you and your white brethren love to say, called woke. Y'all bastardized it, but that's okay. We're here to help you. Check this out. The face you make when you know you're true woke. I put this up as a joke, but every day you guys keep proving that we are right. Black people who watched this whole thing unfold already knew what it was. We already made our judgment. We saw fools run into a government building and we're like, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with us. And what happened, family? We really didn't care. Yeah, people were sharing around the videos. I know. Y'all know me. I was on the ground outside. Yeah. Motherfuckers was just like, it looked like a party. Looked like a big old goddamn MAGA hangout. Fine, whatever. They went up in the building. I was already out the city. Check this out. We already knew what this was. This was a white supremacist temper tantrum. Not only did we just laugh at you folk, we laughed at Van Jones. We laughed at Abby Phillip. We laughed at Don Lemon. We laughed at all the black pundits. Because instead of saying this, my name is Bennett and we ain't in it, they wanted to put their 2 cents into it and add personal opinions. and they sounded foolish. They sounded foolish, family. Because they decided to say, oh, if this was a BLM riot, they would have done them in. At that point, BLM was dead on arrival. We wasn't going to be outside. So I don't know who the hell you were talking about. Number one. Number two, black people, intelligent black society, and most of black society are not dumb enough to go run into a government building like that. Because we already know what time it is. But, you know, let them tell it. They know us so well. Whew. I think they're mad that he got promoted. I think that's what it is. Because check this out. If this was a white guy that would have deleted her, they wouldn't have said nothing. They wouldn't have asked for him to be arrested. Maybe it was the interview he did after the incident and he told his story. Maybe that's what really pissed him off. But whatever. And it goes on and on. And look. Look at this. What did I tell you, family? What have I told you the last few weeks? White people will become liberals or conservatives based. They will switch roles based on the issue. Now, all of a sudden, now you're seeing conservatives and liberals joining in on saying that Michael Bird need to go to jail. She was deleted with no verbal warning. Well, Juliana was sitting in there yelling. How do you know that he didn't give her commands to stop? Look at this. This is from November 18th. Where was all this? Why is this all just coming back up now all of a sudden? She never banged on the door. Lego. Okay. Yeah, because that's why she got deleted, right? She didn't go through the window. We just gonna miss this. We just missed that part. She didn't go through the window. Okay, cool. Fine. Oh man, white people are just, the white fragility is real. So what I'm gonna do for y'all, family, I'm gonna do this because I really want to get to what Mark Dice said. We ain't gonna be on here too long. I put the link to that Twitter search. You go look at those comments because we're not gonna read that here. I don't want to. I don't want to feel icky. I really don't. But let's get to Mark Dice. Mark Dice, because that's what's shaking in his head. 2 dice. I'm surprised he ain't. I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me yet. He blocked Tori, and I'm surprised he ain't blocked me yet. Tabernacle. This is Mark Dice's page. Why does he look like Larry Appleton from Perfect Strangers? I'm asking for a friend. He looked like he got that look when Larry know he effed up, or he about to strangle the hell out of Balky. I'm trying to find that picture. Give me 1 second. Where is it? They don't got any good ones. All right, we move on. But we're going to call him Larry Appleton from now on. So Larry Appleton decided it's Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm just walking through the store and I happen to see this and I'm so triggered because it's a black Santa. A black Santa. He said, get your 6-foot-tall black singing Santa from Home Depot before they're all sold out, guys. Even his beard is black. Okay. So you're triggered by black Santa. Interesting. That's just weird. That's just weird to me. I'm sorry. It's a singing Santa, and you're upset because there's like 4 of them there in Home Depot, where I'm sure you could go look down the same aisle and find a white one. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. How do y'all feel about that? He's this upset. Fam, there was a whole clan meeting under this post. Who cares? Who cares? The anime sing Santa. Guess what? You're not required to buy this. You can just bypass it. But like I said, it was a venerable clan meeting in here, and here's one of their mains. The quartering. Yeah, this clan leader. Yeah. Not gonna, well, I shouldn't call him a clan leader. He ain't that high. We'll say exalted Cyclops. We'll do that. Not gonna lie, Mark, I'm totally buying this because it's amazing. I bought the black wheelchair Santa ornaments from Target for the same reason. Tell us how you really feel. I love this, family. This is good. This is good. Look, they're so dumb. Why would you support this by giving them your money? Idiot woman. He didn't buy it. Now it would have been different. Your tweet might have hit differently if he said he bought this. Might have hit different. But again, that white vote's going to doom us all, family. It's going to doom us all. This white vote, I swear, every time, they can't go a day without thinking about us. Not a day. And it's so sad. It's so sad. You're jealous over something that is made up. Hold up. There was a comment y'all got to see. This comment was hilarious. I hope it's still in here. So I wrote this. Of course, they limited it because I wrote Klansman, but it's fine. Whatever. Here we go. Instead of cookies and milk by the tree, some weed and Hennessy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And they so brave, family. Now they won't want to say the N-word. You might as well say it. Does it rap Christmas carols too? Do you hear this? Oh boy. They just keep talking, family. I just let them talk. It's cultural appropriation. Okay, Marky Mark, we're going to talk about this comment because you're just like a conservative. You're just so dumb. You're just so dumb. And I know you're going to say later that this was sarcastic. You're dumb, sir. What if I told you, family, that they got this idea of Santa Claus, not from the Nordic countries, but from the Arab world? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? Of course, white people ain't going to tell you that's the truth. Right? Y'all don't believe me. I figured you wouldn't. Tabernacle. We gonna ruin some minds today. Did you know that Santa Claus did not come from the Nordic countries where they play hockey? and eat lutefisk. No. Oh, I forgot about the blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman. That is the most sought after creature on earth. No. Did you know that it came from Turkey? I'm not talking about what we're going to eat on Thursday. I'm talking about the actual country, that's still embroiled in the middle of this Israel Hamas thing. It's a tangled web we weave. It's just funny. Santa Claus. Yeah, we all grew up with this image. But the black one triggered them. The black one. Santa Claus, otherwise known as Saint Nicholas or Kris Kringle, has a long history steeped in Christmas traditions. Today, he is thought of many as the jolly man in red who brings toys to good girls and boys on Christmas Eve. But his story stretches all the way back to the 3rd century, when Saint Nicholas walked the earth and became patron saint of children. The legend of Saint Nicholas, the real Santa Claus. The legend of Santa Claus can be traced back hundreds of years to a monk named Saint Nicholas. It is believed that Nicholas was born sometime around 8280 in Patara near Myra in modern day Turkey. So it's just funny that we got white folk trying to say that it's cultural appropriation. Really? Cultural appropriation. You learn something new every day. This is to white people. I already knew this, but yeah, Santa Claus came from the Arab world. Hey, I just find it funny. Hey, Hamas fuck around. Hamas and the Palestinians fuck around and say they started the Christian holiday of Christmas. Y'all get pissed. Hey, watch this. This is gonna be white people. Hey, white people. Hey, you better thank the God Allah for Christmas.
Huh? Nah.
Here they come. When you open your gifts on that Monday, you should thank the president of Turkey for not taking back Christmas away from y'all. Ankara should be the birthplace of Christmas and should be globally recognized. Turkey.
It's a round. It's a rap for you round. And a rap for your round. I'll let a round rap around.
All right, they said don't say no more. They getting triggered. They get triggered. They said don't say no more. We get upset. Hey, what is the Turkish national dish? Hey, instead of eating dressing with your turkey, some of you white people on Christmas, you should have hummus. Yes. That is correct. I said it. Y'all gonna get upset at me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all are insane when y'all talk about cultural appropriation. Oh, Lord. But we continue because y'all need to know this so you can share it to white people. Hey, white people, look at this here. Much admired for his piety and kindness, St. Nicholas became the subject of many legends. It is said that he gave away all of his inherited wealth and traveled the countryside helping the poor and sick. One of the best-known St. Nicholas stories is the time he saved 3 poor sisters from being sold into slavery or prostitution by their father by providing them with a dowry so that they could be married. Over the course of many years, Nicholas's popularity spread and he became known as the protector of children and sailors. His feast day celebrated on the anniversary of his death, December 6th. This was traditionally considered a lucky day to make large purchases or to get married. By the Renaissance, St. Nicholas was the most popular saint in Europe. Even after the Protestant Reformation, when the veneration of saints began to be discouraged, St. Nicholas maintained a positive reputation, especially in Holland. Ooh. St. Nicholas made his first inroads into American popular culture towards the end of the 18th century in December 1773, and again in 1774. A New York newspaper reported that groups of Dutch families had gathered to honor the anniversary of his death. The name St. Nicholas evolved from Nick's Dutch name, Sinterklaas, a shortened form of St. Nicholas, Dutch for St. Nicholas. In 1804, John Pinter, a member of the New York Historical Society, distributed woodcuts of St. Nicholas at the Society's annual meeting. The background of the engraving contains now familiar Santa images, including stockings filled with toys and fruit hung over a fireplace. Well, good goddamn. Hey, instead of watching football, no, I'm sorry, basketball. Well, y'all don't watch basketball because that's black people. Y'all might be getting well, maybe if there's a Monday night football game, I suggest y'all boycott that because that's not very Christmas. Y'all should watch Turkish wrestling. Yes, when they oil themselves up and they fight. You think I'm lying? Okay. Get it. This should be a new Christmas tradition. Oh, music. Pause. Get after it. Don't y'all just love that white country in the background? He's like, come on, let's get after it. Yeah, this should be on Christmas. Y'all should be doing this in the snow, white people. Hey, Mark Dice, you should get your conservative buddies and do this. This would be great. Look, he got his hands in his pants. Fam, there it is. There it is. We gonna blow this up, family. We gonna have fun. I'm off. My strike is gone. We gonna have fun. I still got the warning until January 23rd, but that's okay. Hey, there you go. There you go. Let's have fun, family. And look at that look. He like what he sees. There it is. What are we doing? Hey, let's go. Oh my God. Hey, Mark Dice. What's up? What's up, sir? Since you want to talk about cultural appropriation, you got me curious. You got me curious. Because you jack-offs just love talking ish. Let's move on. What is he doing? There we go. And look, white people, you could even make money off of this. You could put branding like Bud Light on your butt. Dylan Mulvaney could be the MC. This is a perfect moment. That's right. Look at this. Look, there we go again. There's a finisher called the labrum massage. By the way, Turkish people, if you do see this, this is not a diss on y'all. I'm trying to tell white people a story. Why is he trying to go in the front of his pants? What is going on? Oh Lord. You know what? This might get white people way too excited at Christmas. They might pull some bullshit like this, especially down in Florida, because we know Florida ain't got no standards. The alligator piss in the water, family. You know how it is. Here they come. I hear Florida coming. I hear them coming.
When I see you, nigga, it's gonna be on.
Okay. We doing too much. We not gonna watch this no more. I'm pissing the ladies off. They finna go in my comment thread and yell at me later. Be like, what the fuck were you playing at 41:30 at 41 minutes? What the hell were you playing? I'm sorry, ladies. I'm just trying to educate white people. Hey, white people, y'all need to white people. I'm gonna need y'all to start telling these quote unquote big accounts and political pundits and people that go on TV. I'm gonna need you to start telling them you don't talk for us because you're making us look like idiots out here. Let me explain something to y'all, white people, and I'm fixing to tell y'all this tomorrow too. White people, we don't care about what y'all got going on. I know. Damn, ladies, you know what? I'm sorry. Y'all getting pissed off. We're gonna take it off of that. White people, we don't think about you on the daily. We really don't. I know this is I know it's tough. Y'all see videos circulating around and you see white people getting beat up by black folks. You think we talking about you. Fam, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all know this. Them accounts are anti-black. We already know this. Say cheese. What's the other one named Spiritual Word and all of them. They're anti-black. We know this. But white people see those videos and they think, oh, the black folks just out here. They just don't like us. We don't care about you. We really don't. We understand that we have to coexist with you. That's fine. We don't have to talk about you. We could actually have a whole conversation for an entire day and not mention one white person ever in life. And if someone did try to bring up a white person, you know what we do? We tell them, good, you can take that thought and you can go over there with it because we don't need it. No, Denise, you've got to say the whole thing. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. What you gonna do? Still my favorite line in House Party. Notice. White people screw around. What we do, family? We do the report and we move on. Now, if it's especially egregious, yeah, we'll do updates. This Mark Dice is just a funny guy because I remember when he said, and shout out to Torian for his video, that he said there's a war on white people. What war? Let me explain something to you, white people. The only war that's on white people is the war that you created on yourselves. Because again, you saw how victimization was very profitable. So you said, let's be victims, even though you were schooling everybody years ago not to be victims. It's funny how that worked out, right? Oh, y'all are going to love this video. I remember this video quite well. You're going to love this. He said he was a man on the street. He was going to ask people about reparations. I can only imagine what he said. I know what he said. I'm going to tell you, we're going to watch what he said together, and I want to see opinions. Fair use. Mark Dice. And Dice is referring to how empty your head is, and that's the only 2 things rolling around in there. Please go ahead.
Excited about the reparations?
Yes, it's about time. I feel like we deserve it.
How much money do you think we should get? Maybe like a month for that.
How much money do we should get? I don't know.
They're talking about $500 a month or something like that.
Oh, I think more than that.
More than that. They're talking about finally doing that now.
Sure.
You think that's a good idea?
Yes.
And long overdue, $500 a month or
Of course, he went to California to do this, but of course.
something is what they're saying. So you think you support the reparations? That's, I guess, the question.
Absolutely do.
Okay. And you want to help out? You support the $500 a month? I just want to ask you to Venmo the next black person that comes walking by here to help out with the reparations.
You're a racist piece of
Is $500 a month enough? I guess is the question to the black people.
No, I think it should be more.
You think it should be more? How
Yeah.
much do you think would be fair?
2,000.
2,000 a month?
Easily.
And we want to help people get started on that because it hasn't passed yet. So
if it didn't pass yet, why are you asking people random white people on the street to give out money to black people? Hey, Mark, when it happens, they're going to take it from you. You wouldn't even know it. Oops. I wasn't supposed to say that. Mark, when they give out reparations to the cousins, you wouldn't even know they did it. They said $2,000 a month. Right. Hey, Mark, they would take it away from you. You wouldn't even know it. But all right.
Just want you to pull out your wallet and give, maybe $50 or something to one of these.
Oh, these are my homeboys. They ride with me for free.
I give it to my homeboys. They ride with me for free. You hear him?
If, maybe.
By the way, he might be half Hispanic.
$50 or something to one of these.
Oh, these are my homeboys. They ride with me for free.
Well,
That's
we
enough.
can. Okay, this guy over here then, sir.
I don't got cash.
We could cash app him. How you doing, bro? This guy has something he wants to say to you. He wants to.
So you just pulled. Oh God. They're not creative, family. I know this. They're not. So you just see. Okay. There's just so much wrong with this optic. You found a black guy who was probably standing around watching you with a mic talk to this guy, and you just happen to just call him over. The guy with no shirt.
Cash app you. How much you want to cash app him?
I'm
Yes, you. Hold it. Open it.
I don't think 500 is enough. If that's what they're trying to start with, good for that. But at the end of the day, I think that they definitely deserve a lot more than that.
We also want to, help out with the reparations. So, we'll take, any extra cash that you have and we'll give it to, the next black person that walks by.
I'm a very conscious person with cash.
I feel like you guys are being sarcastic.
No, we want to do this right now. Or cash app.
I don't have cash on me.
It's okay. You can
Yeah.
There's one thing I got to give white women credit. At least they can detect when one of their own white men is trying to be an asshole.
I don't carry cash.
You can Venmo.
I can't right now,
It'll
but
take 10 seconds. Let's just go find one you can Venmo them, like just $20, just to start, just as a start.
Ask me in 20 minutes when I'm coming back.
Guys, he said $2,000 a month. It's not just straight $2,000. But you get the gist. This is what conservatives think it's funny. Okay. And then again, became a Klan meeting when he put up this video. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. I don't know. I don't know, family. I don't know. The fragility is just hilarious to me. I get it. It's political season. I get it. Any little thing will set you off. I get it. Do y'all understand we just mind our business every day? Do y'all understand this, right? Like, I'm not being hyperbolic. We just mind our business every day. And here they come. Every time, like clockwork, they just show up to just screw with us. I'm sorry, family, but I go through my whole day and I don't tag nobody I don't need to tag. I don't go out of my way to just hate on white people all day. I got other things to do. But they just can't seem to get a clue. Leave us alone, goddamn. I ain't understanding this. Now, before we go, we're gonna give you a bonus, family. We finna give you a bonus. We finna give you a bonus. Now, if y'all saw Lisa Cabrera's video today, you might know what I'm about to talk about. No, not about the white vote doom and that's all.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
Oh, Trump went down to the border. Well, one of the border towns. Yes, he did. Had Governor Wheels in tow. And Governor Wheels and Trump talked to these service members here at this base. And we're going to hear what Trump said. And it was shocking. Trump didn't even talk that long. He said, I got to get the hell out of here. I see Mexico and I need to get the hell out of here. Let's see what he said. Fair use.
In the entire world. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this time of year.
Uh-huh.
Our laws are what allow us to be free. Our laws are what make us the country that we are. But when we choose to selectively enforce those laws, you become less safe. Your children become less safe. Your grandchildren become less safe. And when that happens, society falls apart.
Y'all ain't had nothing to do with
that. For the past several years, I've watched as your great governor has done everything in his power to do the best for this state, not just as far as the rule of law goes, but socially, economically. He has created the best state in the entire United States. Your governor.
Hey, where are my Texas people at? Where are my Texas people at? Is that true? Do you make Texas the greatest state in the country? Did he do this? I don't pay attention to Texas that much. Did he do this? Maybe he did.
Your governor has done a great job for you. And what's funny about that is the more he does a good job, the more the woke mob, fueled by the mainstream media, goes after him. And they want to call him a racist. They want to...
Sir, until he came out with SB4, nobody was talking about Governor Wheels. The spotlight has been on New York and Chicago. What are you talking about?
call him a xenophobe. They want to call...
Bruh, if you're going to go up there and read a script, read the damn script. And at least know the words before you say them. Jesus.
Call him a nationalist, and that is so far from the truth. I have witnessed this firsthand as I've worked.
So he's not a nationalist. So what is he, a globalist?
With him over the last several years. This is a great governor, and he cares about you. He cares about your children.
I wonder if he would have heaped all this praise if Wheels was a black man.
When we have the intellectually bankrupt that go after us simply because we want to do the best that we can for our children, you know that you're doing a good job.
Who is
Governor,
we?
The media is after you just a little bit less than they are after President Trump. We have to stand up. We have to do what is right, and your governor does what's right. It's not just here in the state of Texas, throughout the entire United States. I am proud, very proud, to introduce the governor on behalf of every single Border Patrol agent nationwide, from Florida to Maine to Washington State, Arizona, and Texas. He has been the best governor for the border than we've ever seen before. That is your governor, Governor Greg Abbott.
Howdy, RGV. Great to be back here again. And I want to thank Brandon Judd for everything he does. He is the leader of the Border.
Is he related to the Florida Judds, like Grady and them?
Patrol Union. He is one of the people who are on the front line of trying to secure our border in the United States of America, and he's doing so with an extraordinarily hostile president working against him. It's amazing they're able to do what they were able to do, but when you think about the way that President Biden is fighting back against his own border patrol, it takes somebody like Brandon Judd, his strength of character, his stiff spine, his experience in fighting these battles, to know that we have men and women in the Border Patrol on the front line trying to do their job, even though they have their hands tied behind their backs by President Biden. But give it up for our great members of the Border.
Why don't you then just make it a ass-kicking contest?
That there is a problem.
Larry, get the fuck out of here. Like,
all right, y'all ain't got to call me by my middle name. Fuck y'all.
Border Patrol and everything they do to try to keep America safe.
That's all he had to say? All right, go ahead.
I come here every Thanksgiving to give thanks to the men and women in uniform. We have men and women in this area just to your side. Men and women who are members of the National Guard, members of the Border Patrol, and members of the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Mm-hmm.
They work every single day to help protect our state. You know, come here and thank them, because, listen, we know everyone likes to be with their family during the time of Thanksgiving. That includes members of the DPS and the National Guard and the Border Patrol, but they cannot be with their family members at home. They cannot do what most Americans and Texans would do during the time of Thanksgiving, because they are called upon to protect and serve the United States and the state of Texas by working collectively to secure our border. I want to also thank the men and women of the National Guard and Texas DPS for everything they do to protect our state. But listen, one very important point about this, and that is those men and women of the Border Patrol, especially the men and women of the Texas National Guard and Texas Department of Public Safety, they should not be here at this time. They should be at home. The only reason why they are here is because we have a president of the United States of America who is not securing our border. If Joe Biden was just enforcing the laws that currently exist, our border would be secure. Because Joe Biden is not doing that, that's exactly why we have to have the National Guard and the Texas Department of Public Safety. But remember this, a president can secure the border. If you go back 4 years ago, we had the lowest illegal border crossings in something like 30 or 40 years. The most secure border in the adult lifetime of everybody at this event here today is because President Trump put into place 5 strategies. President Trump implemented the Remain in Mexico strategy, the Title 42 strategy. He eliminated catch and release. He built a border wall. And maybe most importantly, he said, if you want to come to America, come here legally, not illegally. And he said, you are not welcome if you come here illegally. And then in came Joe Biden. And Joe Biden eliminated all of those policies that were put into place by President Trump. And because he eliminated those policies, what has happened to our country has been catastrophic. All-time records have been set the past few years of the number of people coming across the border illegally. 2 years ago, we had more than 2.3 million people apprehended coming across the border illegally. This past year, more than 2.4 million have come across the border illegally. Altogether, under Joe Biden, there have been more than 8 million people come across the border illegally. We have to deal with that here in Texas, but increasingly, people are having to deal with it in New York City, in Chicago, and other cities. So I got news for the people in Manhattan. There have been 4 Manhattans who've been apprehended coming across the border illegally under President Biden. There have been 3 Chicagos of the number of people apprehended coming across the border illegally under President Biden. If you're in Chicago, if you're in New York, and you're tired of these open border policies, you need a new president. And that's why we've been doing what we've been doing, because Joe Biden is such an abject failure at securing the border. Texas is using our own money to build a border wall. We've deployed the National Guard to put these razor wire border barriers down there. And so what does Biden do when we put those razor wire border barriers that deny people access to America? Joe Biden put a forklift down there and lifted them up and allowed thousands of migrants to enter the country illegally. And then when I put these buoys in the water to stop people from coming in illegally, Joe Biden filed a lawsuit called United States of America versus Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott is going to win that lawsuit. I can tell you that much. But maybe the most concerning thing for our fellow Americans about what's going on under Joe Biden's leadership is the number of people coming across the border who are on the terrorist watch list. If we just look at the people who are known to be on the terrorist watch list, who are known to be apprehended, it's all-time records. What we do not know is the number of people on the terrorist watch list who were not apprehended. Joe Biden is causing a potential terror, a threat in the United States of America. A president has one ultimate responsibility, and that's national security. Joe Biden has failed at national security. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is no way that America can continue under the leadership of Joe Biden as our president. We need a president who's going to secure the border. We need a president who's going to restore law and order in the United States of America, not letting these criminals run ransack over the stores that you see images of almost nightly. We need a president who's going to restore world peace as opposed to this.
Ron Artest? Sorry. My bad. I didn't mean to cut that off. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I just heard world peace and I said, oh, Ron Artest.
Outbreak of warfare under Joe Biden. We need Donald J. Trump back as our president of the United States of America. I'm here today to officially proclaim my endorsement for Donald J. Trump to be president of the United States of America again. So join me in giving a Texas-sized welcome to President Donald J. Trump, the former and future president of the United States of America.
Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. Oh Lord, there we go. There we go. We got it. There's the MAGA signal. I can only imagine when you shut that song off. Shut that damn song off. Oh, good God. You got to play the whole thing?
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. It's a tremendous honor to get that endorsement in particular because he really stepped up. He stepped up to the plate. He's doing the job of what the federal government is supposed to be doing. And I'm just telling you, Mr. Governor, I am going to make your job much easier. You'll be able to focus
This man sounds tired.
on other things in Texas. We love Texas, and what they've done is very unfair. They've given the job to you. It's a job of security for our country. It's a job of stopping an invasion, because it's an invasion. And you've done a great job, and thank you very much for the endorsement, Greg. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. It's a great honor. Well, I've been here many times. I would say Biden's probably been here never, okay? He said he was here once, but they're trying to figure out when, because it went so quickly. But maybe not. And, you know, the person who's in charge of it, Kamala, she's never been here. And you can't be doing your job if you never see your site, your problem. And they're not doing their job, and they're not doing a job in many ways with the economy. They're not doing the job. They're not doing it with security. When you look at Afghanistan, I think it was the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. I think we've never had anything like that, where they gave up $85 billion worth of brand new, beautiful equipment that I bought, by the way. We rebuilt our...
Okay. I can't. Nope. I'm sorry, fam. He ain't saying nothing new. I can't do it. I can't. Well, we got something to send off Wheels and Trump with.
Now get out there. Two of you are fucking up a nice day.
I don't know what the hell he gonna start prattling on about fucking Afghanistan again. I don't want to hear that. Tell me something new. Jesus. Anyway, like I said, we weren't going to be on here long, family. White fragility, boy. That white fragility. But you say, Shamika, if you don't have cable like myself to start staying in bed and comes on every morning 3:45 a.m. I ain't got cable. Well, technically I do, but I don't want to hear that shit. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming in, peaking in around 65. I appreciate that. I appreciate those who are now members. I appreciate those that are new. If you have learned something here today, I have done my job. If not, I will try to do better. Please join me here tomorrow, family. Tomorrow, we're going to have fun, because we're going to talk about per capita, and you can thank Torian Rain for this, because this was his idea. He asked me a question on the last live stream, said if I ever done a show on per capita, and I said that'd be perfect. That would be perfect to have a discussion on. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So if you just hang around before the end of the stream, it will give you the direct link to that stream. And then you can like it, put the notification on it. And we're going to have fun tomorrow, because we have some data that we got to show these folks, since they want to run around and tell us things like we don't know. They think we're dumb. Well, we're going to show you how intelligent we are. And hopefully this will help debunk finally that old per capita BS they like to run around with. But again, we shall see. But again, I'd like to thank y'all for coming in. This was fun. Y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your day.